morning, everyone. Getting ready to head out to work, and I wanted to make this a short one, but this came to mind. I'm going to call this one Bankruptcy on Two Legs. Bankruptcy on two legs, and I think you have an idea of what I'm going to talk about, so I'm going to go ahead and dive right in. What you need to do is when you're out here in this world, you need somebody that's going to match your energy in all ways. And one of those ways is in regards to financial goals. If you're a hard-working person who's gotten the skills and education to work a decent job, and you're working that job and possibly could be doing a side hustle as well, you don't have time to be taking up any company with anyone who is lazy, has no motivation, does not want to educate themselves, and does not want to level up. Because these type of people do not have a vision, and you do. And don't think just because your vision is so big and so great that it's going to just automatically meld into that person's mind. It's going to be teletransported into that person's mind because they're associated with you. Because some of you are making the mistake that, oh, well, if they're around me long enough and see how I do what I do, then maybe they'll go ahead and get motivated too. There's a very slim chance that they may happen. Very slim. Unfortunately, in a lot of cases, they wind up taking your energy. They wind up zapping the juice out of you. It's like draining a battery. It's like draining a battery. Have you ever used a piece of any type of machinery and that you notice, whether it's an electronic piece or something that's a computerized piece or something like that that requires a battery, have you noticed that the older that it gets, the more juice it needs to function? The older it gets, the more juice it needs to function. I'll give you an example. Cell phones is a good example. A lot of you can tell when your cell phone is too old, you need to get another one. Why? Because it takes longer to charge when you charge it up. Or the screen isn't as bright as it used to be. Or some of the functions that don't function as well as they used to be. And it requires more time and more effort to function. And that's what happens to you people who have a vision, have a purpose, hardworking. You turn around and you get with these types of people that ain't about nothing. But they caught your eye or your attention because they sought you out. They told you what you needed to hear or gave you that so-called missing piece that you thought you were missing because you were too impatient to wait just a little while longer to get what you were deserved. You got to be careful of these people. And the reason why I call this bankruptcy on two legs is because I've already discussed in previous audio some of the characteristics and some of the behaviors these people exhibit to throw you off your square. These are the same people that will turn around and say, we need X, Y, Z, but they're not making any effort, and you are the one that's trying to hold everything together. Your bills are getting higher and higher and higher. You're working longer hours. You're spending more time trying to pull something together for two people, and you're doing the job of two people. And you're the only one that's doing the job. Every time you come home, you see another expense, an unnecessary one. They have brought something in the house, or they have elevated something in the house that created another bill. Another debit from your bank account every single month. They'll come to you after 2 years of having a car and say, oh, my car is giving me problems. I don't like this. I want to get another one. And you sit up there and you try to look for overtime or extra projects or extra contracts so you can give them what they want because you're in love. Not thinking about the fact that there's going to be more money coming out your bank account, which means you're going to have to put in more hours. You're going to have to set aside more deals. You're going to have to set up more gigs. This was not part of your future. A lot of you right now are middle-aged that's stuck in this trap. These people are keeping you in a proverbial trap, and they're doing it on purpose. And the way they're doing it is they're creating more financial obligations for you in the household where you are stuck. They're bringing in something that is a long long-term expense. It's never anything short-term. Have you noticed that? It's never anything short-term. When they bring something in the house, it's usually something like a new piece of furniture that requires payments, or a new car that requires payments for so many years, so many months, or it could be another person that they bring in the house that requires a commitment, and you had a vision in your life that 10 years from now you were going to retire and travel the world. That's done. It's over with. Now you got to turn around in your 40, 50-year-old body. You got to go to the gym and take vitamins and take supplements and everything else to try to make your body 19, 20 years old, because you need that type of energy to keep up with the bullshit this person brought in the house. That's why I call it bankruptcy on two legs, because that's what you're becoming. You're headed towards financial ruin because of this person. And they probably have every excuse in the world as to why they can't chip in. But no, it's not good enough that they have somebody like you that's hardworking trying to take care of them. They got to make sure that you don't go anywhere by bringing in all these financial obligations, so you'll be tied down. And the minute you think about leaving, the first thing you think about is all those obligations you got. Well, I can't leave because of so-and-so. I can't believe because of that situation going on over there. Yes, you can. You can go anywhere you want to go and do whatever you want to do in this world. And all of a sudden, somebody who only known you for 5 minutes going to come in your life and they're going to shackle you down. That's an invisible shackle. Help me, Spirit. And you don't see it. You're from the outside looking in. You used to be a part of the world. You used to have a life. You used to interact with people and see people. And now people are wondering, boy, I haven't seen you in a long time. Where you been? These people are trying to find ways for you to come straight home from work. You can't even take 2 seconds to go have a drink. They try to find ways for you to not be able to do anything financially, because they figure if you don't have any money, you can't spend anything on yourself. That's what these people do. And you figure, oh, well, they're there for you. No, they're not there for you. They're there for themselves. And that's the way it's been from jump. You just couldn't see it. So all of a sudden, you're dealt a blow. Your company suffers a huge financial hardship because of a lawsuit. Or you wind up losing your job that pays all that good money. The bills are steady coming in. You think that person steps in and say, you know what, I see that this catastrophe is going on. Let me go ahead and get out here and try to pull everything together. Nope, they're still sitting right there. And a lot of them have the audacity to sit there and fuss at you and wonder why you haven't gotten anything else yet. I don't feel sorry for you. Sorry, not sorry. So are you going to be the one that's going to be filing bankruptcy? Because that's where you're headed. That's where you're headed when you have people like this in your life. That's how come I always implore people, if that person's energy does not match yours as far as trying to have a life, as far as trying to have a vision, their vision either has to be at the same level or bigger than yours, because anything less than that, all you're going to do is wind up in the gutter. And that's what happens after you file bankruptcy. You wind up in the gutter. So I kind of hope this helps people. I'm going to go ahead and head on in and make a few dollars myself so I can take care of myself. And I hope you're blessed doing the same today. Thank you for your support.